Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Ashok, and today in this video we are going to discuss a very important topic in machine learning, handling missing data or handling missing values. So this topic comes under the feature engineering. So what I will do, I will create a separate playlist in my YouTube channel and separately for the feature engineering, right? So there are multiple topics which are comes under feature engineering, and I'll add this particular video, today's video, into the feature engineering series. So guys, without taking much time, let's dive in. So guys, let's see what all we are going to discuss in the feature engineering series. So there are multiple topics which we need to discuss in feature engineering. First topic in feature engineering we'll discuss is handling missing values or handling missing data. The second topic we'll discuss about handling categorical dataset. The third topic we'll discuss about handling outliers in your dataset. Next we'll discuss about handling imbalanced dataset. So this imbalanced dataset also plays a very crucial role. So we need to handle this imbalanced dataset issue. Then we'll understand handling overfitting. Then we'll understand how do you handle multicollinearity. Then we'll understand dimensional reduction techniques. So this is a very much important topic again, reductions techniques, right? So there are multiple techniques we'll understand about. One major one is the PCA. We'll understand something about correlation and covariance. We'll understand bias and variance trade-off. We'll understand something about standardization and normalization, right? So these are the few topics which I want to cover in this feature engineering series. So first topic for today is on the handling missing values or handling the missing data. So these missing values will significantly impact your performance and the reliability of the machine learning models. Now they can lead to inaccurate predictions, biased results, and they will impact on your performance or accuracy of your models. So if you have a missing values or missing data in your data set, right, first thing what you can do is you can remove those missing values. So removing those missing values plays a crucial role, right? So if your data set is huge, right, your input data set is very large, right, in that case you can remove these features. But if your input data set is very small, in that case removing those missing values will be impacting your model building or model training. So you need to be very careful when you're removing those missing values, right? The second thing is the create a submodel. So when I say creating a submodel, right, suppose for an example, suppose this is feature 1, this is feature 2, this is feature 3, and you have some values here, you have some values missing here, and you have some values missing here. So this side it is missing value, and here it is missing value, right? In this case, what happens, you can take this as target variable, and these are input features, and then create a submodel. And in this case also, you take this as a target variable and take these as separate input features and then create a submodel, right? So you can create like this and fill the missing values by using the create submodel option. But create submodel will have an impact of, it requires a huge computation resource, right? Because you are taking this particular feature and taking the target variable and building a model. For this also, you are taking a separate target variable and building the model. So this will take a huge amount of time if you are using this create submodel. The third most important point is the mean, median, and mode. There is also KNN imputation. So, but for today's video, we are going to stick to this mean, median, mode techniques. We'll understand how mean, median, mode technique works in case of handling missing values. So now let's understand mean, median, and mode. Let's take a small data set. Suppose this is the data set. We'll understand how do you calculate a mean, how do you calculate a median, and how do you calculate a mode. So the mean value will be calculated by, this is the data, right? So it will be saying that you need to do the sum of your data and divide by the length of your data, right? So in that case, it is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 4 divided by length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is something called as 5. This is something called as 24 divided by 5, which is nothing but 4.8. So this 4.8 is the mean value for this particular data set. In this case, in the median case, what happens, right? You need to first sort out your data, right? So when you sort this data, so it will be something called as 2, 4, 4, 6, 8. So you are sorting in the ascending order. The median value will always be taken as a center value, right? So in this case, if you see, there are 5 and this will be the center value. So in this case, median is equals to 4, right? Mean is 4.8 and median is equals to 4. Now you might have a question, right? So here in this case, you have odd numbers and you can find out the middle values. But what happens if you have a even numbers, right? So let's take an example of even numbers. So let's take a values 2, 4, 4, 6, 6, 8. So what happens in this particular case, right? Since you have even values here, right? So what happens in this case, like median values will be calculated by taking the middle values. So you can see these two are the middle values, right? So in that case, what happens? In that case, what happens? You will say 4 plus 6 divided by 2 is nothing but 10 divided by 2, which is 5. So in this case, when you have even numbers, the median value is 5, right? In that case, you have to take the middle values and take the average of it. So what will be the mode in this particular case, right? So mode is nothing but the frequently occurring data set, right? So in this case, if you see how many times 2 has occurred, it's only 1. Suppose 4, if you'll take, right, it has occurred 2 times. I've taken a simple example, right, just to show you, right? So in this case, mode will be 4. Now let's get our hand dirty and understand this median, and mode technique by using the Python code. So what I will do, I will open the Anaconda prompt and I'll open Jupyter Notebook, right? I'll write the piece of logic or piece of code in the Jupyter Notebook for your easy understanding, right? So let's open Anaconda prompt. I'll say conda env list. So it will give me a lot of environments. So I will say conda activate ml. So this is the particular environment I've created. So I will let you know, guys, how do you create environments in Jupyter Notebook. So if you guys really need this a video on for this particular Jupyter Notebook, or how do you install, how do you download Anaconda prompt, and then how do you install Jupyter Notebook, how do you configure the Python stuffs and all in the Jupyter Notebook, so please provide me in the comment section. So I'll create a separate video for installing Anaconda prompt and Jupyter Notebook, right? And then start coding in the Jupyter Notebook. So then you will say Jupyter Notebook, right? So it will open the Jupyter Notebook. So guys, this is the look and feel of a Jupyter Notebook, right? So I can once I run the Jupyter Notebook command from the Anaconda prompt, I got this this Jupyter Notebook, right? And then what I can do, I can create click on new and then create a Python 3 terminal. So guys, this is a user interface for Jupyter Notebook, right? And then we can start writing the Python code. So guys, in the first step, we need to import few libraries, right? So we need to import the NumPy and the Pandas library just to do modifications for this particular data set, right? So we'll run this. Second, we'll create a sample data set for us to do perform this median mode technique, right? So let's run this. and see the data, what it says, right? So this says the data, same data what we have declared. So now what I'm doing in this particular step is I'm creating a data frame from the pandas library, right? So from the pandas library, I'm creating the data frame just to work with the mode values, right? Mean, median will be used with the numpy, but pandas has to be worked with the data frame. So I'm creating pandas data frame here by passing this data and then creating columns. And if you run this df, right, it will show you what are the values. So this is the pandas data frame. So in this particular step, what I'm doing is I'm writing the logic for calculating the mean, median, and the mode techniques, right? So as I told, mean and median will be used by the numpy library, right? So, and the mode will be calculated by using the pandas data frame, right? So that is why if you see the mode value, right, so it is using something called as pandas data frame. So let's run this. So the next step is to print your values, print your mean, median, and mode values, right? So let's see and print those values, right? So you see you got this mean value as 5.4, median as 5.0, and mode as 5. So guys, in some cases what happens, right? So you when you're running this particular importing libraries, right? So in that case you might face an issue, right? So why? Because there might be you might have not installed the pandas and numpy libraries. So what you can do, you can run this command pip install numpy and pandas, and then you can start importing those libraries. So guys, I'll let you know the another way to calculate the mean, median, mode, right? So what we can do is, there is a library called as statistics, right? So what you can do, you run this, import this statistics library, and then let's take the sample data set. So from this statistics library, what we can do, we can say statistics.mean, calculate the mean of this particular data set using the statistics library, right? Let's run this. Then we'll calculate the median by using the same statistics library, and also we'll run this, we'll calculate this mode technique by same using the statistics library. So now what you have done, you calculate the mean, median, and mode from using this statistics library, right, or package. And then what we need to do, let's print this results and see, right guys? So same, right? 5.4, 5.0, and mode. So there is other way which you can use statistics library and then create or calculate this mean, median, mode techniques. So guys, in this particular video you understood what are the different topics which comes under feature engineering, and we understood about the handling missing values or missing data, right? And we took some examples of handling missing values and missing data, right? So we understood this, what are the different topics comes under missing values, right? And then we understood the median, mode technique, and we took some examples to understand median, and mode. And also we run our piece of logic or Python code in Jupyter Notebook just to understand the difference between mean, median, and mode. Okay guys, that's it from my side for this particular video. Thanks for watching. If you really like this video, hit a thumbs up, and please subscribe the channel and share with your friends. I'll meet you all in the next video. Till then, take care, keep learning, and keep rocking.